Hi guys, so in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and then we're going to be looking at the paint mixing setup that we've just put in, and also our whole mixing room in general, to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what has been our biggest decision that we've made in a long time as far as the business and everything goes, and the changes that we've made, but also more importantly why we've made these changes. So the biggest thing out of everything, I guess, that we've done is we've put in this huge double scheme. So as you can see with this scheme, it's got two different colours, well technically three different coloured tints. So we've got the blue tints, the gold tints and the red tints. So the gold and the blue are base coat tints. So there's a full base coat scheme here. The reason that there's some gold tints on here, these are like the acrylics and the speciality tints for some of the new colours. And some of the sort of more pearly colours and stuff like that are on the market these days. Now, the red tints that you can see just below them, they're the 2K gloss scheme. So you guys that followed the channel for a while will know that we use a lot of base coat, but we also use a lot of 2K gloss as well. Now, one thing that's been not holding us back, but there's been a lot of times when it's cost us a lot of time, and obviously in this industry time is money. Waiting around for stuff, getting mixes and getting them sent out, etc, etc. It was a decision that I made when I got back off holiday, that I wanted to sort of streamline a lot of things and try and bring more stuff in-house to make things a little bit easier for us as a business and make things more cost effective, but also more time effective as well. So my main goal at the moment business wise is working on things along those lines. So it's not just time but cost as well, and when it comes down to our business, like the two in this industry come together quite a lot, time and cost. So sometimes spending a little bit extra on one product can save you a lot of time. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't work that way, but when it comes down to a paint system, it does. So we had the Lessenol system in before, which was a great system, no problems with the matches, it was very good. My main issue with it was becoming the cost. As everybody knows, prices are getting higher and higher and higher and higher, and the cost of that system was just going through the roof. Now, if you do a lot of insurance work or something like that, then you can eat them costs up pretty well. For a small independent shop like us, that we do mostly retail work, then it's not so easy to keep eating them costs or putting 20% price increases in all the time. So reducing paint cost, but still keeping a good quality system. Now originally I wasn't looking at getting rid of the base coat, I just wanted to add a 2K gloss scheme. But after speaking to KAPCI, and we've been in talks now for probably like 2 months, over 2 months by the time this video goes up to be fair, about their gloss system and the gloss system as part of this double system, working out cost savings that we'd be making on the gloss, and also the cost savings as if we did put the double system in. It'd also give us a bigger scope for training days. It'd give us a bigger scope for videos like today. This is a video that you've never seen before, and something that we can do some more involved videos and some more videos on more of the technical side of paint mixing and matching. You can see just over my shoulder here on the back wall there, we've got the 2 full boxes of the full paint chips. We've also got the camera system and the scales and everything in-house. So when it comes to training days, we can elevate training days to it be a lot more involved, and also it makes it a lot easier for us to match as a business on customers' cars, and also it'll provide a lot more content for the channel. We can get some more technical sided videos about the paint mixing and matching and tinting and that sort of thing. So that was my main reason in the end for deciding to go for the double scheme. Now, as a channel, I've always said that I will be transparent in everything that we do, as far as firms that we do or don't work with. We are working and supported by KAPCI Coatings now as a channel. However, there's very strict terms to this, that I will remain unbiased on the channel. So although we are now supported by KAPCI Coatings in the products that we use and the things that we do, we're not going to be pushing KAPCI in people's faces. It's not going to be all KAPCI. If, you know, another brand comes along with another product or that they want reviewing, or trialing or testing, then I personally have said that I will remain doing the product tests. I will remain unbiased. As a shop, the main decision was to put this in, and that was the main reason that I did it. So I don't want it to affect the YouTube side of things. But I've always said to you guys that I will be open and honest about any, obviously, deals or any work that we do with the company. Now, no money has exchanged hands. I do not work for KAPCI. We are supported by KAPCI, which is an amazing thing to be able to, you know, after all the hard work that I put into YouTube, be supported by a good paint brand such as KAPCI. It's opened up a lot of opportunities, so people coming to training days will get some exclusive discounts on some of the KAPCI products as well through our sponsors at SP Supplies. But as I said, you know, I am not working for KAPCI. I am not sort of here to sell you KAPCI. We will be showing some of their products and reviewing some of their products, and obviously the more technical side of the videos, when we start getting into paint mixing and matching and the camera side of things, etc. Obviously it will be their products that we're using, but I am not a salesman for KAPCI. I'm not here to push products onto you guys. The channel will remain unbiased. We put this in because as a business and also for the training work that we do, this is the best thing for us. This system has just upped our game, and for me at the moment, I'm working for the long-term goal of sorting the whole business out and restructuring everything. From the paint systems that we're using, we've just put a dust extraction system in into the workshop. Little tweaks like that that are going to make a massive difference, and we've got a lot of those throughout this paint room. So what I'm going to do now is take you through a few of those little things that we've put in. So one of the first additions that we've had over what we had before is we've had both the full paint chip boxes. This will allow us on training days to show you guys a little bit more of how the cars are matched by going from the paint code from the computers or from the car, and then going through the different shades and how you work out which shade to use. We've also put in a colour check light as well, which I'll show you shortly, but this will allow us to cover one part of the colour matching process. So the other thing that we've put in obviously would be the Spectro. So this is the camera that we use for reading the car's colours. So we can put this on a car, automatically read the car with the camera, and then plug this in through the computer system and the KAPCI software, and then that'll bring us up the best matches and also reformulate the matches that are on the system to a better match to the camera. So as I said, we've also put a colour check light in. It's not an overly expensive one. This was like 40 quid. But again, that means that if we need to check with the chip as well as the camera, that we can get the chips out and that we can check that in the booth or in the workshop with a proper colour check light that's graded to the right light grade. So we've put some new benches in. We've put some stainless steel benches in. A few of you guys actually on Facebook and that have been asking me about these, so I will leave a link in the descriptions to these, because these are like 1.2 metre benches. They're only like 65 quid on an offer on Amazon. These just help make things a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. J-Tape kindly sent us out some of their film that you can put on. So it's like a protective film that you can wipe with thinners. So we've got that on this bench at the moment, and we're going to also put some on the other bench, just to try and keep the surfaces a bit cleaner, make everything a lot more wipe downable, and keep everything clean and tidy now we've redone the whole of the back room. We've also picked up an infrared thermometer, just for double checking the bake temperatures and stuff in the booth. And again, this is more of kind of like a training tool that we're going to be using, so we can show that the bake times and everything as far as the TDS sheets go from the panel temperatures, not the air temperature. Other little additions. So KAPCI were kind enough, as far as the training side of things went, to print me off all the TDS sheets for all the products that we'll be using in-house. So we've got we've got a couple of these training packs so that we can use on training days, to go through all the different information like the drying times, the flash off times, your gun setup, the hardness, thinners, all the ratios and everything, so we can talk people through how to read a TDS sheet and everything as well. We've put in a brand new set of scales as part of the system, and then we've got a new computer system. The computer system we've got linked up to the label writer, so as and when we mix colours, we can print off labels. Any of the excess paint we put in a little touch-up pot that we can give to a customer. Just a little added bonus when we do a job, that we can give them a little touch-up pot for their car when it's done. And we can also stick a label on the cups. Now, underneath the bench, we've got the 300 and the 700mm Colad snap lid system. This is the system that we're using, so that we can literally take one of their hard cups straight on the scales, mix straight into the cup, and then all we need to do is each side, one side we've got the large lids, the other side we've got the small lids. We can just pop them on then, or go over to the other bench, stir it up, pop them on straight onto the spray gun, and away we go. Again, that's just a little something that makes things a little bit cleaner, quicker, more efficient, and also makes the guns a lot easier to clean and reduces the amount of waste thinners we end up with. So we're paying to get rid of less thinners, we're using a lot less thinners again, which that saves costs and makes the things a lot more efficient. So that would be the next addition that we've made, which would be the gun cleaner. So this is the SATA Clean RCS compact system. It works by having two drums underneath, so we've got a clean thinner drum and a waste thinner drum underneath the system, and as you rinse out, you've got your cleaning side on one side, and then it's got an air drying outside the other side. This also has an air line connected to it, so once you're done, you can clip your spray gun on, blow any excess out of your spray gun once it's all clean. We put that in at the same time, again, just to try and make things a little bit more efficient and make things a little bit cleaner, a little bit better in the shop. It is a very good system. They're not the cheapest thing in the world, but when you work it out compared to something like renting a unit, rentals on units these days can be anything up to like £200 a month. So the outlay on a nice little compact system that's not taking up too much space like this, it's going to pay for itself in around about 6 months. So from that 6 month on, we're £200 a month better off. So again, there's a lot of changes like that on the paint system and everything that we've done that not just going to save money now, but long term are going to be massive savings of what we were paying before. And all you need to connect is two drums and an airline, and then it's ready to go. So if I turn the airline on now, you've got a clean rinse on one side and then the air clean on the other. Then the other side, we've got the mixing bench. The mixing bench pretty much has got nothing on it bar what we're using at the time. We've got a mix that we've got ready for this BMW for tomorrow, a little pot with some cleaning thinners, and then we're just taking an empty 2.5 litre tin that we put stirrers into, cut a round hole in the top, that keeps that nice and clean, and we've got a bit of storage space under that bench as well for any excess mixes, or if we've mixed up like a couple of mixes in the morning, then we can just store them under there out of the way. But at the moment, we've actually got a load of stuff under there that is for our 30,000 subscriber giveaway. So I'm going to get that out and I'll get Mick to be the cameraman for a minute so that we can take a look at the stuff for the giveaway. So our sponsors over at SP Supplies have sent us over a load of goodies from you guys, and also a few other firms have chipped in. So thank you for everybody that sent over some bits and bobs. So we've got 2 baseball caps, one from KAPCI, one from SATA. We've got a warm hat from SP Supplies. We've also, from SATA and SP Supplies, got some stickers, that way around. SP Supplies have also made up 2 of these hoodies that I'm wearing. So this has got the SP Supplies on one side, it's got the Passion for Paint on the other, and also the Tony's Refinishing on the back of it. So there's one of these that's getting put in the pack. We've got a KAPCI backpack as well. And then the last and biggest thing is a 3M performance spray gun. So this is their kit. The retail on this I think is around about £300. So that's kind of like your main prize, and then all these other little bits are extra goodies. Also, we do have a little mini SATA keyring, the SATA phaser, which I have to say is a little sick keyring. So next week's video on Friday, I will announce how you can enter the 30,000 giveaway and also details of what you need to get involved with that. So that's it for me for today, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.